Drumming tips number 72, why marching band isn't fair and how college creates bad music educators. This is like actually research based. This is not just me making up stuff. At BOA Grand Nationals, which is like the biggest high school like marching band competition, you'll notice that there's like this giant cluster right here of schools that are participating. And does that mean that all the best schools in the country are from this area? Well, no. Actually, there are some phenomenal schools in California, but why are none of them competing in BOA Grand Nationals? And so in the video, I elaborate on the research that's like actually behind being able to predict marching band scores without actually hearing them perform. These non-performance related correlates that will predict, such as proximity to the competition. So the schools that are competing here, guess where the final performance is? It's right in here. All these schools that are really close nearby that can literally just drive to the performance site, they're not having to pay to fly out like 100, 200 people in their marching band to go over here. If instead of paying all that travel fees, all that money could have gone to higher paid staff members and having like private lessons for free for students. So the closer you are to the site, that's one of the bigger predictors of how you're going to perform, because you can focus more on paying more for your design team, paying more for your instructional staff, etc. If you think that this is like 100% fair thing, there's actually research that says that it's not. There's a lot of advantages that other schools are going to have over what you will have with your school, and vice versa. Like there are some schools that start learning their music in January for their fall show. And there are some schools that start learning their drill in the spring for their fall show. And then the other schools, like the ones that I worked at, where they didn't get their music until like the end of summer. Some schools have Drumline where the members have only been able to play for 3 years because they're a sophomore, junior, and senior high school. The freshmen don't actually go to that school. So they only have 3 years to be able to get really good. And then there are other schools where they have not only 4 years in high school, but they also have 3 years in middle school. And then sometimes even before that, they might have like percussion ensembles and stuff that they're able to do in elementary schools. So they might have like 7-ish years compared to 3 years. It's inherently an unfair activity. And so if you're focusing on like, well, their score is better than our score, I mean, there might be reasons 100% outside of your control for why that is the case. And so for me, I don't really care about the competitive side anymore. I just want people come off the field and go, yeah, we made a lot of progress this season and we left it all on the field. Like we did everything we could to get better. And whether or not that puts us in first place or last place, what ultimately matters is like, how do you feel coming off that field? Not to get too academic, but I don't want to have like a axiological colonization, which is like me trying to force my values onto the students that I work with. So if some of them were very competitive, they want to be competitive. Ooh, you can focus on the scores. We're going to score well because we work hard. But for me, that was not what I focused on. And, to each their own. You can find thousands more free drumming tips and exercises to improve your chops, limb independence, technique, and more in my YouTube channel's home tab, or neatly organized in the link at the top of the screen.